Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Overanalyst here, and today I wanted to talk about One Piece chapter 1032, promised something along the lines of Odin's Precious Blade or something like that. So, this is going to just be a quick chapter review because I didn't care too much about this chapter. It's a little bit of a weird chapter because it pretty much focuses on two separate events. You got the first event being the giant blob monster, whatever it is that Kanjuro created that sets the entire place on fire. And it's going through the entire Onigashima heading towards the armory because for some reason it just wants to go straight down and not wide. I don't know. It's got its mind to do that. And as it's doing it, it's basically consuming everything in its path, and in front of it we've got Yamato running with one of the numbers. I don't remember which one. I think it was like Yuja, and she's like, oh, I gotta go and fix the armory and whatnot. And it's like, okay. So basically the entire story is pretty much trying to focus on her trying to get to the armory and make sure nothing blows up. And the one thing that's kind of interesting in this whole scenario is that the CP0 agents are out and about. They're going after Robin, and they get consumed by the monster blob thing, and then they just shake it off like, okay, yeah, it's just a monster blob thing. And freaking Robin and Brooke managed to get away, which I'm glad. Now, there's only 2 of the 4 CP0 agents, so I think they're luring them into like a kind of a trap. But we get this kind of interesting alliance between Apu and Drake against the CP0 agents. And that's actually going to be really interesting. I never really thought I'd ever see this conflict. That is very out of left field, but it's Oda, and he does really good stuff like that, so I'm happy with that. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the blob monster. Like, it's just more of a plot convenience thing anyways, and it's to give characters something to do, I feel. Otherwise, I don't care about it. And then we also have the battle between King and Zoro. And Oda's liking to do all of these weird stuff with the dinosaur types, the ancient dinosaur zones, where all of them do something really wacky. And so King, what he does is that he pulls his horn back and flicks it at Zoro, and Zoro's like, oh, that's just like a laser beam coming at me, it's so hard. And I'm like, that's it? It just seems, I mean, it's Oda, it's supposed to be stupid, you're supposed to take it as it is, but sometimes I'm just like, it's a little too stupid for me. And, I mean, that's what you get with One Piece. Sometimes you just get some really, really goofy-ass humor, and most of the time you're just supposed to go along with it, and I like it, you know? You gotta take the goofy. Sometimes it's just a little too goofy for me, because King has always been this serious, stoic character. And to do something so extremely goofy like this, I'm just sitting there like, it doesn't feel right to me. But, like I said, it's Oda. And basically, when Zoro's fighting it, he starts hearing this musical instrument. I'm blanking on the name right now. Normally I have notes in front of me when I do these, but I wanted to make this a quick review because I just didn't care about this chapter at all. And his sword, Enma, just starts going berserk and sucking the hockey out of him. He gets the weird withered arm look that's like, ew. And so he gets this weird activated, the sword like gets set on fire somehow. And I thought that was King's doing at first. I thought King set the sword on fire, but I don't think it is. And then we get the final scene with Orochi coming in contact with the geisha girl that I'm blanking on her name because apparently she's the same geisha that got killed in like Act 2, and I completely forgot that was even a thing. Yeah, that's how long Wano is. It's just so freaking long that I'm forgetting characters and their deaths because it just seemed irrelevant to me up to this point. which, I mean, it makes sense. I'm glad that they're kind of bringing back characters, and I'm seeing theories online from like Tekking and Liam from Grand Line Review, where they're saying that it could be Hiyori or Toki, and I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. That's pretty cool. I like the whole Toki aspect. I like how Liam was like, yeah, Toki could be it, and how she got on there was she just made it on there, kind of like how Toko, I think it was Toko, made it on there. The little girl who has the fruit that controls the users, the smile users. So that's pretty much it. Honestly, like, I don't know what to say about this chapter besides the fact that I don't care, but I wanted to make this video regardless. I guess I just wanted to make a video talking about how much I don't care about a chapter. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm fascinated with King's Race, the Lunarians, a little bit, so I hope that we go into that, because Zoro is now starting to think. I mean, I always thought that he was a bit of a thinker. We just don't hear him think. I think that's kind of important, because I think he's got a very strong moral foundation, and that's kind of the reason why Zoro goes. He has a line, and he tries to stay right on that line. He's very rigid. That's why he gets compared to Sanji a lot, because Sanji is, like, even his fighting attacks, they're very curvy. They're very much, he gets straight off the path a lot, and he just kind of goes whatever he does. Whereas Zoro is like straight, narrow focus. And I like those two aspects. And, you know, the comparison between him and Sanji and the whole different types of chivalry, you know, the whole Bushido versus, literally it's just Bushido versus chivalry. And so, really, really cool aspects with them. And so, I do look forward to seeing the conclusion of this Zoro fight. I hope that he figures something out. I have no idea how he's going to figure King out. I really don't. The hints are that it's his flames, and that he doesn't use his actual wings when he's in the, you know, the human form, or whatever creature form, I guess Lunarian form. So that's also really interesting. It's like, why doesn't he use those wings? It makes me think of the Skypians a little bit. They have wings. They don't use their wings. So it's really interesting, and I'm wondering. It makes me think of like the heaven-hell type deal, where it's like Skypians are in heaven. What if the Lunarians are in hell? That type of deal, and I'm getting that kind of vibe where they're like hell spawn or whatnot. So maybe they need to go underground. We don't actually have a canon story arc where they go to like an underground city or an underground island. Ooh, that would be interesting. What if that's Elbaf or Laugh-Tale? What if that is Laugh-Tale? No wonder why no one can find it, because it's underground. Maybe. Although, well, Fishman Island was under the sea, but it was still above ground. It was just kind of at the base there. So Fishman Island, it's kind of there, but I'm thinking of something that's like even below Fishman Island. So maybe. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this review. And yeah, check out my Talking Nerdcore podcast that's coming out tomorrow. It's gonna be with Sindwave Fox, and we talk about Serial Experiments Lane. And with all that being said, I'm the Anime Overanalyst, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.